What's good, everybody? This is Jason of Auglitical. Let's skip all the bullshit. I just woke up. I was drooling. I said, oh shit, I'm drooling, but I'm not even doing anything. Why am I so goddamn tired? I'm actually getting ready because Resident Evil is supposed to be released, and I'm going to be streaming that on my gaming channel at Augmented Gaming on YouTube. Just check it out if you like games. We're going to be doing that tonight. But I said, I got to push out something. So I immediately go to Twitter, and I'm like, this why do I gotta see shit like this? Like, why can I ever find a story that's decent? So if you guys follow women's sports, you should know that even though people are ignored and act like it doesn't exist and everything is fair and balanced, women's sports is being completely invaded by fucking men. You have these grown ass, brolic ass men taking over these fucking women's sports, talking about I'm just glad to be here. I just transitioned yesterday, but I'm not here to talk about my transition. I'm here to support all women. We're all here together. It's women owned by trans women. It gets ridiculous. So there's a woman who was an athlete, competitor, and she just retired from competing because she was in a race where she was up against two biological males and was completely pushed out of an opportunity to be on the podium because she's going up against straight up dudes. So let's look into it, shall we? Including in the package of briefs is the statement from Hannah Arsman. Arsman, I can't say that properly. The latest UCI cycling rules brought in under the presidency of DL apparent ignore the concerns of women's CPA and provide this is meaningful sport for female athletes. It's neither fair nor meaningful. So let's look at this. Hannah Arsman. Is it Ainsman? Arnsman? I think it's Arnsman. Hannah Arsman, professional women's cyclocross national champion. So this girl was a champion. Okay. I was born into a family of athletes, encouraged by my parents and siblings. I competed in sports from a young age. I have followed in my sister's footsteps, climbing the ranks to become an elite cyclocross racer. Over the past few years, I've had to race directly against male cyclists in women events, as this has become more of a reality. It has become increasingly discouraging to train as hard as I do, only to have to lose to a man with an unfair advantage of an androgenized body. That intrinsically gives him an obvious advantage over me, no matter how hard I train. Can you imagine? And you do have these fucking deniers out here. Listen, I remember when I covered a story before YouTube decided to nuke my channel because they got kind of upset that I was bashing the rainbow community for doing the bullshit that they were doing. And again, I lump you guys all together because whenever something goes down, you guys all stick together. You guys are like fucking pasta in a fucking pie. You guys, unless the temperature's right, you guys all fucking stick together and shit, right? That's how you get the shit done, right? The radicals. Of course, not speaking to the normal types. Well, we're talking about the bad individuals. We're talking about the bad people of these groups that, oh, well, if you don't respect us, you don't respect black people and black trans people and all of this other stupid shit. We're done. We're tired of it. Sorry. Need to drink something. All right. So imagine listening to these fucking people deny like men cannot generate more energy, just expend more energy than women. Our muscles allow us to convert more energy, to move harder, to hit harder, to move faster. It's just the way that it works. It's not to say women can't be powerful, but again, there's a lot of differences between men and women. And men tend to be much more explosive than women in the same things. This is why when you have competitions between men, it is between men. When you have competitions between women, it is between women. You can't have them mixed and think that shit is just gonna work out well, like we're all the same. We're not. There's a difference in our bones. There's a difference in the size of our fucking hands, our upper body strength. There's differences. And anybody who sits there and denies is a fucking reality bender. I've decided to end my cycling career. At my last race at the recent UCI Cyclocross National Championships in the Elite Women's category in December 2022, I came in 14th place, flanked on either side by male riders awarded 3rd and 5th places. My sister and family sobbed as they watched a man finish in front of me, having witnessed several physical interactions with them throughout the race. So what she is saying basically is in the race, that this person was fucking body checking her with the bike and shit like that. Now again, And this is a physical race. Is it possible for a writer to touch another writer? Absolutely. But here's the thing. If this was chess, this would be fine. If this was pool, this would kind of be fine, right? Even in tennis, Serena Williams is not even rated. Is it Serena? I think it's Serena. Serena's not even rated in the top fucking 50 of greatest I forgot what that stupid ass sport is named, honestly. I don't look at that shit. Tennis players. There we go. There you go. La la tennis, right? She's not even rated number 50, right? Of greatest players. Because she's a woman. And it's not to sit there and say that she can't do great things. It's that even this is just a fact, right? Because men can do a lot more than what a woman can do. So when you have a physical setting, men tend to do better. It's not to say women can't do better. It's not. I'm sorry, not that women can't do better. Women can't do well. Because better is completely different, right? When you have a physical sport, the person who's able to get more power in their limbs, the person who's able to, a skateboarder who's able to spin harder than other people, turn corners harder, able to do all of these things, have an advantage. So of course, would be the outcome. Included in, okay. Additionally, it's difficult for me to think about the very real possibility that I was overlooked for international selection on the U.S. team at Cyclocross World in February 2023 because of a male competitor. Moving forward, I feel for young girls learning to compete and who are growing up in this day when they no longer have a fair chance at being the new record. Absolutely. Because here's the thing. When you have 1, 2, and 3, those are the people that are going ahead. Those are the people that are going to be put on teams in different places. Those are the people that's going to be representing and stuff like that. So when you have a biological male go, oh, I could win first, even though as a male I couldn't have won. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull back a little bit. We've seen this with I forgot, it was the swimmer, Leah Thomas. Leah Thomas was dominating, realized they was fucking dominating too much. It was like, oh shit, I need to hold back a little bit. I need to come in third. I need to come in second. Right? We've seen that they're capable of doing that, right? So as long as they're not crushing it in the first, you'll have all your seals in the background. Oh, but as you can see, who came in first and second? So when you're not on that fucking podium, yes, you do lose an opportunity. You do lose an opportunity if there was an opportunity to be placed, because they're not looking for fourth and fifth people who they're not looking for that. Holders and champions in cycling because men want to compete in our division. I have felt deeply angered, disappointed, overlooked, and humiliated that the rule makers of women's sports do not feel it is necessary to protect women's sports to ensure fair competition for women anymore. And as you can see, this person was supposed to come in third, biological man now. So Tom Pearman says, forget the fact that AK is a biological male. So the person, I forgot the person's name. I know it's Austin Phillips. I like how they have X for women, XY for men. And just to let you guys know, yes, men are mutants. Like, it's funny. If you actually really break it down, men are a mutated strand of women. That's the reason why, there's a reason why, well, maybe there's less men. We are literally fucking mutants. It is true. We are mutants. But I forgot exactly how it goes out. Like, there was a time when I knew about that, and it was just like, yeah, we're fucking freaks. Right? Imagine that, right? We're not normal. We don't get the titties. We get all this extra strength. You know what I'm saying? We could dig a hole, poke a hole, fill a hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, better fucking mutants. Forget the fact that AK is a biological male. He should have been DQ'd for this move, which is why only one of them, he should have been DQ'd for this move, which is only one of the at least 3 attempts to put Amesman into the tape. I was standing right there when one of the others happened. You can do better. So here's the thing. So in this race, apparently, Austin Phillips physically tried to stop Hannah from passing him multiple times. And again, can a woman do this? Pick up a whole ass bike being exhausted. Sure. Again, even though this is the physical element, right? Imagine a guy and a girl are racing. And, well, I don't need to imagine it because we're about to see it. I don't even need to fucking imagine it because we're about to see it.
Because I just saw Hannah Ahrensman work her way up now on Austin Phillips' wheel just as they're about to go.
I can't.
Start finish.
Okay, here we go.
Because I just.
All right. Adam Meyerson is using this video clip as evidence that Austin Phillips wouldn't body check Hannah Ahrensman, but AK wasn't giving her the line. He was moving where he had traction to run since he can't ride a bike. AK did use his shoulder and his chest, his bike to check Hannah. We all see it, right? And we're gonna look at the video now.
Because I just saw Hannah Ahrensman work her way up now on Austin Phillips' wheel just as they're about to go through the start finish to see 2 laps to go.
Ahrensman able to ride that section, gets past Austin Phillips. That'll move Ahrensman up into 3rd spot.
So this, I'm guessing that this is Hannah. Hannah passing this person because they couldn't find a proper line or they lost their line, right? I'm gonna call it a line, right?
Just as they're about
Went too high, got off the bike, started running, right?
To see 2 laps to go.
Ahrensman able to
passes. And you would think, okay, if that was the case, if that was everything, that would be fine, right? Absolutely, that would be fine. However, this is the clip that this person who's being disingenuous won't show. Is this the same person, though? Is this the same person that was... And let's look at this.
That's driven us right now.
No, I think...
Look at that shit, bro!
That's driven us right now.
No, I think...
What the fuck? Yo, if that shit does not infuriate you, again, one more time.
That's driven us right now.
No, I think... I think Braylon is free.
And nobody. So here's the thing. I'm wondering the people who are commentating on this, right? The actual people who supposedly love the sport, who are commentating on this. No one said nothing about that. No one noticed this. And if this happened multiple times in a race, and of course it would happen in a race, you know why? Because Hannah's outspoken about this type of shit. I believe that they were speaking about this for a while. All right, so let me see again. So that is Austin Phillips. So Austin Phillips is the one. Okay. And in the first video, was it Austin Phillips as well? Or was this another person? I'm trying to look at it exactly. Do I go back? All right.
Because I just saw Hannah Ahrensman.
I hate the fact that the video is so goddamn small, bro.
Just as they're about to go through the start finish to see 2 laps to go.
Now again, here's the deal, right? Hannah she's spoken out about this in 2022 about how racing against trans women is not fair to women. So the side that's always so tolerant has no problem doing the bullshit that they like, physically getting somebody's way, getting violent, shit that violent, shitty men would do, right? Because women don't tend to be violent. They tend to be catty. Violent? Not really. So in this situation, you got a person who does not accept your bullshit, right? And you see this motherfucker pass you with skill and grace? It's time to get a little physical. Fuck this. You start throwing shit. You start hitting people with bikes. Savage shit. Now, I just wanted to look at the comments because the first comment that pops up on this shit is hilarious. So Melinda Scarlett, 9 tells Cosmic Fox, athleticism isn't about winning, just like politics isn't about you. Bro, athleticism, I'm sorry. Why are you using the word athleticism? I'm sorry, for some reason it feels like I'm saying it wrong. I'm not, I'm just breaking up the word stupidly. My mouth can't do it right. Maybe I am saying the word wrong. Competition, this is a competition. The person retired out of the competition. When you compete, you don't do it for fucking fun. Oh, good job, sport. You came in 16th out of 15 places. Good job. Sometimes people train harder and spend less time crying about losing. They are the true role models. Though why I left the left movement wasn't even successful. Yes, it fucking was. Are you kidding me? Every day the fucking left looks worse and worse and has more and more people leave them. Even motherfuckers on the center can't stand the left. Are you stupid? Spoiler, it's for attention. And they got ratioed, rightfully so. Competitive sport can be many things, but it fundamentally values competing to the best of one's natural ability. F, athletes who follow rules to prevent doping in their sports and protest allowing males to female sports who use drugs to alter the test. Levels are true. I'm sorry. the people. So I can't follow that whole thing. But again, this person's basically saying that in terms of honoring competition, right? I said it better before in another video when I was covering the damn Leah Thomas shit. There's a reason why there are rules in sports. There's a reason why there are weight classes. There are reasons why you have all these things in place. It is for the fairness of the sport. This is what competition is. And now you sitting there, you got some random fucking person sitting there. Mind you, this person's not random because we're going to dig a little bit into this person with their bad takes. It's not that people compete for fun. Some people compete for fun. Some people get into get into the sport for fun. But competition is completely different. When you compete, you're not doing it to have fun. Most people are not doing it to have fun, especially on that fucking level, right? On that stage. I just want to look at the comments real quick. True. Male manipulating their hormones impact their sports performance, but it does not make them female. It makes them whatever the fuck TW is. Have a sports physiology different than whatever, bro. Okay, I'm just gonna break it down because this shit is. You know what? I need to make this shit bigger. I just woke up, my eyes hurt, but I want to get this out the way. I'll say it just like this because I think that the gist of what this person is saying is the excuse that, oh, I take estrogen, I'm just like you now. A broken male is not a woman. Don't sit there and say because you fucking hit your leg in the morning, but you're a fucking sprinter and you were a sprinter on the world stage and you go into a fucking little kiddies sprinting competition as a female and sit there and say, oh, I'm a little girl, I'm age fluid and I'm also a girl. It doesn't work that way, buddy. I hate this shit when you have motherfuckers who are massive, right? Massive, going estrogen, and then they'll sit there and be like, actually, women have an advantage because I've been feeling sick for the past couple of days. What was it? Fallon Fox that said that shit, cracked a woman's skull in half? Or Orbiter Sock, some shit, fucked up a woman's skull, was bunching little fractures into the woman's skull? Yeah, well, all that extra training goes out the window when biological males are involved. Trans people could just start their own league, but like everything else from the left, they can't start anything new. Just take over already established places and bully everyone else out. Does it though? This line of thinking clearly falls a point when you really understand here we go, the pseudo-intellectuals. This line of thinking clearly falls apart when you really understand physiology and, more important, physics. There are differences and overlap. More in the overlap section though. Men are better than women isn't good enough. No one is sitting here saying that men are better than women as just a gist. But in terms of physical sports, men can generate higher results than women. This is not fucking rocket science. And again, this person is at the extreme, dying on this hill. At the pointy end of performance in sex-affected sports, there is no overlap. So your argument appears to be that it's fine for lower talented males to compete in F sport. Why have a female category at all then? At the pointy end of lung capacity and respiration rate differences also have little overlap with the people who don't have performance-enhancing traits. Should we ban Michael Phelps for being a statistical anomaly? Michael Phelps competed in the male category, which has never restricted any natural physiological advantages. And the female category logically exists to restrict male physical advantage. Or why else? Michael Phelps was a star of his generation. But many of his records have now been broken. Normal stuff in sport. Cassandra says, if that's the case, great trans-identified males can continue to race in the correct sex category, the male category. This is the take of a man. And this is where I said, let me do some deeping into who the fuck Scarlett was. So, this is the take of a man. Yes, and very obviously so. I just looked at the photo. If it's not all about winning, why don't trans-identified men compete against men? Because it's not about just winning. If it's not all about winning, why aren't you working to ensure trans-identity women play against men? That's your take. When men are competing in women's sports, the women should just try harder, I suppose. And I'm guessing they're gonna say yes. Change your sex, same mentality. Of course. Let me guess. You're on team men have no physical advantage over women. Hold on. What if I told you? Yeah. Yeah. Wait, should I do this one? Should I do this one or should I do this one? Hold on. There you go. There we go. Men are statistically bigger and faster than women. That is a fact. That is why high school boy track athletes outperform women's Olympic athletes of the same category. Same applies for almost every other sport. Men are naturally superior to women in most physical things. It does not mean men are better. We are just more gifted when it comes to physical feats. That's it. No one is trying to put down women or anything like this. But when you got trans people popping up, oh, so what you're saying, as I speak for all women, is that men are better. Yes, when you consider yourself a woman, then yes, you would be yes. We consider you a piece of shit, a fraud, because you're literally sitting there and using the gifts that you are giving and sitting there with lipstick and makeup on and fucking a new paint job. Talk about you a station wagon, but you got a fucking V8 engine on. Like, stop. I think V8 is high. I don't know. I don't know shit about cars. You get the gist. Nicola says yes. Then they're cheating. You can't train to beat men being a woman. Now, then, rather silly people like you should take your logic, go to conclusion, remove all gender. You know and train hard. You know and train harder. See how many women will win then. So your garbage fire take is you lost to a woman. You lost to a man. Get better, get out. Oh, look, another fake woman, aka trans woman, cheering on the cheating louts. We see you, woke bro. So let's look at who Melaine Scarlett is, shall we? Let's go on their YouTube. And look at this. So this person is not a neutral person. This person actually had, I believe, had
modern day debates.
Hold on.
I would argue the only.
God damn. So this is not, what the fuck is this shit? Purple hair, Black Lives Matter. It's nothing but white people in this bitch. What the fuck is that? The fuck are those? The fuck is that? All right.
To my opponent.
I'm sorry. Here we go.
You know what? We are going to come back to you.
We are both.
I'm sorry for interrupting you. We're going to come back to you. It's cutting out just a little bit. So hopefully it'll get back on. We're going to go
check it out.
Perfect.
Politics. I'm a leftist streamer. I do stuff on Twitch. I cover politics. I cover crazy.
Find it your link and
listen to the voice on this one.
Links to my YouTube channel. I'm a leftist streamer. I do stuff on Twitch. I cover politics. I cover.
Bro, you can literally put a wig on anything and call it a woman now. This is the game that we're really playing, bro. And they're both pro-choice. They will never get pregnant. Bro, what? They will never, unless they go to prison and rape some chick and get that woman pregnant, because a lot of them don't got skin in the game. They will never have this opportunity brought upon them. So what the fuck is this bullshit? But just listen to the voices.
Crazy stuff like debunking conspiracy theories. I talk about religion, all sorts of stuff. It's lots of fun. Go check it out.
Perfect. And Kelsey, hopefully it's
the issues. You know, hopefully we can follow sect every faith and none. So
we are going to start with the affirmative. Either Hannah or Ninetail.
Look at the fucking Look at the jawline on this one, bro. Like, you know what's crazy? In video games, they're making women ugly on purpose now. This is the type of woman facial structure that they got now for women.
Okay.
Either I'll go first. Hello. First, I would like to thank Hannah for doing this debate for me. Thank you to my opponents, Kate and Kelsey, for coming.
Anyway, guys, I will catch you fucking next time. Peace. Do you hear the voice on that shit? Hello, my name is Ninetales, and I'm a woman.